Well, good morning, crew. Um, Hope you're all having a great day. I'm getting ready to head to work, but I thought I would do one quick video here. This one is a little bit different than the other ones because this was of a live ghost tour that I did back in September 29th of 2018. And I'll just read about it. We'll go ahead and I'll show you. I'll even show you some pictures. But this is Tony Grillo is at the Old Baraboo Inn doing a live ghost tour. 93 Jams from Madison is filming this live. This is one of the most haunted restaurants in Wisconsin. Tonight I'm hanging with psychics and mediums as well as some professional paranormal investigators that are here tonight in teams, and we'll be here all night and morning at this former whorehouse bar and Al Capone hangout. I'll let you know if I see anything. I have to shut the phone off later, but I have to shut the phone off, but later. But there's the live feed if you want to see it. Happy ghost hunting. So this is the Old Saloon ghost tour tonight, 7:30. I got ghost bombed at the Old Baraboo Inn. And here's some of the pictures of that. Really neat place. Just had a blast there. And then took some other pictures here too. So, hanging with Sybil, the ghost that haunts this place. Apparently that's her name. Sybil is right there. That was me with Sybil. We'll serve you, dead or alive. Ghost bomb, $4. Make it disappear. So, anyways, this was my post. Happy Sunday. I wrote this the next day. Last night, I participated in my first ever ghost hunting investigation, which was led by some of the top paranormal investigating teams and mediums of Wisconsin and Upper Michigan. This event took place at the Old Baraboo Inn, an establishment that's been in existence since before the Civil War, and has been given the title of one of the top 10 most haunted restaurants of the world by representatives of the Food Network. Apparently, a Food Network executive scoffed at the idea of ghosts until she checked her cell phone and saw pics she never took. Apparently, this happens, and they call it gelfies, ghost selfies, LOL. So did I witness or experience any paranormal activity? Are there really ghosts at this place? The answer to both questions would be an astounding yes. Mike and Mike are well-known paranormal investigators in Wisconsin and had brought a device they invented and call a Bugsy box. I can only simply describe it as a radio device where millions of words are placed backwards and only an intellectual spirit can access the words and flip them forward. They can also control the pitch, sound, and volume of whatever words they want to say, so you will actually hear a child's voice yell or an adult male whisper. These guys pride themselves on being thorough. This equipment is used to prove and capture the existence of paranormal activity, and they take their work seriously and are not hoaxsters. So I got to sit right at the table with the box and cameras were set up everywhere to capture any movements, while sensitive audio equipment was set up everywhere to record any sounds or responses we may have not heard. This investigation was also linked by satellite with a headquarters in Ohio by a team that was conducting investigations in several other spots all over the world. And there was a word taped behind a St. Michael painting in Ohio. We were hoping the ghosts would tell us what the word was. Meanwhile, headquarters was monitoring us through a live feed. They're going to put everything together and broadcast their findings in a show at a later date. I had to sign a waiver to be on television, so I was lucky to be a part of this. And all I could say is that this was an incredible experience. This establishment served as a flop house from during the Civil War all the way up to Prohibition, where Al Capone used it as a gangster hideout. And so we started asking the spirits questions like, "How many of you are here tonight?" And we heard different voices speak from the box. They said 8, 9, 10, 11. It was as if they were counting each other. And I asked if they could say hi, and about 4 different spirits' voices all said hi right back, all at about the same time. And as we listened to the box and tried communicating with the spirits, a lady with a camera caught a shadow moving through the doorway that led into our room. It was as if another spirit was joining in on our discussion. Mike asked if Al Capone was present, and a man's voice loudly answered back, "Sure enough." When I thanked Mr. Capone, that's what he likes to be called, for appearing here tonight, everyone in the room gasped, and I even got a high five from the owner when he replied, "You're welcome." It was said he was very nice and polite when he came to Baraboo. He even spread money around to help people during the tough economic times that occurred in the post-Depression era. However, when we asked him for the secret word behind the painting in Ohio, another voice that wasn't Mr. Capone's told us to F off. LOL. Well, another voice actually laughed and said, "He's a gangster, don't believe him." And another said, "Don't tell him." LOL. We did hear the word investigator, so we aren't sure if that's the answer. We asked and didn't get a reply. Another word we kept hearing over and over was secret, so we aren't sure if that would be the word, although that would make it sound like an Abbott and Costello routine. What's the word? Secret. Yes, we know it's a secret. Can you tell us the word? LOL. We asked if secret was the actual word, but we didn't get a reply. We heard the voice of a little girl, and apparently anytime she tried to say something, an angry old man loudly interrupts her and tells her to be quiet. The girl was referred to as Lily by some of the other voices, and she apparently has a dog with her that likes playing fetch with a stick. Some of the other voices included a guy that loves to whistle. Every so often you could hear his whistling, and there was another guy known as the Whisperer. He had a chilling whisper and didn't seem very pleasant at all. While all this was going on, a lady next to me was looking at a text from her son and was shocked that her son got a reply from her phone, but she didn't type the response. However, her son got it and messaged back, "Okay." LOL. The son wanted a ride somewhere, and whoever manipulated her phone said she would be busy tonight at the Old Baraboo Inn. LOL. So he typed "Okay." LOL. As if the spirit didn't want her to leave. Boy, I put a lot of LOLs in there. From what the paranormal investigators explained, because of all the history and many deaths that happen here, the Old Baraboo Inn has become an apparent transportation portal in the spirit world where spirits stop in to visit. One of the investigators did capture an image of a cowboy that appeared in a mirror. You could see his hat and he gave a smile. Apparently he was very polite and quite the ladies' man, LOL. All in all, it was a fun experience, and I thank the OBI, the Old Baraboo Inn, for letting me sit in on it. The owner there is super nice, and it's worth stopping in if you are cruising by the Dells, Devil's Lake, or visiting Madison. I hope you enjoyed this as much as I enjoyed my visit there. Happy Sunday. It looks like I even got a share. Some people said I need to put this on my bucket list, and thanks for sharing. Noel said, "Wow, that would be an exciting event." I've had experience with ghosts and have 2 children who are as sensitive as I was. Heidi said, "Thank you for sharing." And Kristen said, "So cool. I love to do that. I've seen a ghost, literally, male, and I heard them as well. Spirits anyway, unmistakable when experienced, so no one can tell me otherwise. Thanks for sharing." You know, it's kind of funny that people, I believe in ghosts, and you know, even the Bible mentions ghosts. You know, when you have the story of King Saul seeking a medium, and who was it? It was that one gentleman. I forgot his name, but anyways, he was a prophet, and he had originally picked the first king of Israel, and then he had died, And when Saul was the king, he found unfavor with God, and God wasn't speaking to him anymore, and he was panicking because a war was coming, and he didn't know what to do. He went to seek a psychic in the middle of the night. He went off in disguise so no one would recognize it was King Saul, and sought out a medium, and apparently they raised up that spirit, and the spirit was kind of upset at Saul and said, well, your two sons are going to die a horrible death, and so will you. And Saul, it wound up happening that way. His two sons died in battle, and he was about to be captured, and so he fell on his sword. But anyways, Amy says there is a ghost radar app that you can add to your phone. I may have to try that someday. I forgot. Nikki says, that's so cool. I might need to go there. Road trip? Marie's, my friend in Milwaukee, she says, how fascinating. I'm always interested in the paranormal stuff. To a point, you have to be careful you're not opening yourself up to negative energies. Yeah, she's right about that. Years ago, I lived in California. A group of us went on a tour, and as we went through, they allowed us to touch things, and we would write our impressions. Afterwards, we all shared what we experienced, and then they had a historian talk to us. Many of us really picked up on occurrences and things that happened to the people that had occupied the house many years ago. It was very interesting. Yeah, you talk about the negative spirits. I know one of the things that we did before we left the Old Baraboo Inn, we thanked the ghosts for appearing there that night, and then we also, we said a prayer, and then we also said that we asked that none of them, they're not welcome to join us. We did have to say that, and because they, like they said, you don't want the ghosts following you back to your house. I tried telling the ghost experts the secret word was skull. LOL. They didn't believe me. I forgot I did that. Yeah, this is in Wisconsin, and I'm a Vikings fan, and yeah, of course the experts wouldn't believe me on that one. I tried to get them to believe me, but they knew I was hoaxing them. Shannon says, "Oh, tell us when we can see the show," and then she wrote, when my daughter was perhaps 5, her and I were walking down a hospital, and there was a nurse pushing a wheelchair with an elderly gentleman walked by the other direction, and then Randy eyes tracked them above, and she cracked her head as they passed by, and I saw her doing this, and before I asked, she was looking she said in a mesmerized voice, "Look, Mom, an angel." I believe in angels. I believe in demons. They are real. Bible even tells us angels pop up all the time, help people out. They pop up in dreams. Most of the time, that's the way they do it. They do it in dreams. We know the story Mary, where an angel popped up. An angel popped up and talked to Joseph. We know that angels, they talk to some of the most famous people in the Bible all the time. They did that all the time. I've had an experience one time. I'll maybe share that in a post where I saw an angel, but that'll be a story for another time. And that's pretty much it on the comments. So, all right. I hope you enjoyed this little post from my Facebook, and hope you have a great day. And I hope all the spirits out there have a great day as well. And much love to you all. Please, again, got to say what they all say on YouTube world. Hit the subscribe button, give me a like. Just helps your boy out. Get her done, and have a great day. I will do another video. Thank you all. Love you all. Wisconsin hugs.